we're facing extinction today. And if we don't get some laws in place to help us protect the oldest occupation, good, bad, or indifferent, from slavery to sharecropping to John Boyd in 2024, if we don't put some laws in place to protect us, I won't be able to pass on generational wealth to my children. So here we have an administration frowning on me asking for debt relief that they said they would provide, but you allowing the border to remain open and providing these people who are not U.S. citizens with resources. And you can't stop farm foreclosures for black and other farmers here in the United States, Andrew. I think something is terribly wrong with that. If you can't stop farm foreclosures, but you let the border stay open and just say, hey, anybody come on in and they can get health care and they can get all of these benefits, but you won't help hard-working American farmers. I think something's terribly wrong with that. I want to be real specific here. The resources went to help Ukraine farmers. But here, as I sit and talk to you as a U.S. citizen, everyone frowns up that I'm saying that they should do what the government promised, which was they committed to $5 billion. We didn't get it, but you have enormous amount of resources to help farmers in Ukraine, which aren't U.S. citizens. And Andrew, I don't care how you look at that, Republican, Democrat, Independent, man, that's bad politics. I think it's bad politics, and then you ask people to vote for you again when you haven't lived up to your commitments. Every time I look at the news, there's another commitment to help foreign countries. We probably helped Ukraine probably $100 billion or so, and we can't get debt relief for American citizens in this country. Every time I turn on the television, we're providing Israel and these other parts of the world billions of dollars in relief. In one instance, we even provided Ukraine farmers with financial relief. But everyone frowns when I say that they should live up to their commitment for debt relief for America's farmers and to stop farm foreclosures. So here we have people coming into the country with no recourse, with some trial date that may happen 3, 4, 5 years later, and wish that the immigrants show up for court. You're going along with that, but you can't stop farm foreclosures for America's farmers. So while all this is going on, we're losing our land, we're losing our livelihood, and we're losing the oldest occupation in history for America, which is farming. And if we don't invest in America's farmers, we're going to lose political clout around the world, because the only thing that we still do good, better than anybody else in the world, is produce corn, wheat, and soybeans. And when we don't invest in those farmers, we're hurting the America's reputation, national security, all of these food security. And instead, we're invested in foreign countries. As a matter of fact, in America's adversaries, China and Russia, where we haven't put things in place to protect ourselves from. Small farmers can't seem to get any help. And it's because we haven't had visibility, Andrew, in the past to talk about issues that are taking us off the farm. It's not that people don't want to farm. Our country has made it so difficult for farmers to farm. Like, for instance, we have a beef cattle crisis in this country. We're producing the lowest amount of beef in this country. 82 million cows and calves. We're down close to 3%. And we're producing 1 billion pounds less of America's beef than we did last year this time. And it's because we're not investing in America's farmers, and in this case, beef cattle farmers. And I know what I'm talking about. I've been producing beef for 41 years. And I just came from the livestock market, and there are empty stalls. And this is the time that America's farmers sell beef to pay off all debts, insurance and crop, all of these things. And we use that secondary income to pay our bills to survive till we start planting season. And when I went to the market, I noticed a lot of empty stalls, when historically those stalls have been filled up with beef cattle and farmers selling their livestock. And it's because we're not investing in America's farmers, and they can't hold on. So they're depleting their herds. And that means they're not having more cows to go into next year. These are real issues. And if we don't face them, Andrew, we're going to be begging other countries to send us food instead of supporting America's farmers. And all this is happening under this administration. And nobody's saying a word about it. And like I said, Andrew, we're facing extinction, man. We're getting to the end of the road for us. And we need some real solutions. We need real resources. In our own country, there hasn't been philanthropists that show up to help us. And I watch all of these causes that they support, but they won't support farmers, and I hope that you get that in your story.